the bug people win in the end. Well, so long as Nappa doesn't show up and destroy our planet, we should be fine. No, straight into a battle. I was going to use the moment to get the link and post to Discord while the AI was thinking about its moves, but the AI is only thinking about one thing, apparently. Me. It's so nice to be wanted. Wait, you just want me for my land. Alright, let me see. This is part of my core. Yep, this city. I've retaken it. It's mine again. You can't have it. You can't. Honestly, just getting the first turn is a big deal. I don't like that you have shaman, but I can't do much about it, so... I need to hit those things with lots of figures, because I can do more damage. No, you went the wrong way! Not surprising. These things are always going the wrong way. Alright, I have a thought. Just having fight after fight where I'm relying on gambling, it's sooner or later gonna really bite me in the butt. Sooner or later. Inevitably. Whoops. Alright, whatever. So here's the plan. We're just going to back up. Yep. Away from the chaos tornadoes that I hope don't destroy my own city. Hey, Rory, how's it going? Dawnkeep. You're a new face. I don't recognize you. Hey, Teddy, how's it going? Alright, back on possession. I really need additional guards here. They're in the city! They're destroying the city! Alright, misfortune gone. Repair. Get out of here. Back on possession. Really? Over the priests? That's a crazy thing to do. Alright. I really, really want these things out of my city. Uh-oh. Well. Alright, I just need to get rid of a couple things. Fortunately, I'm running out of magic. I hope these gargoyles fight well. Please just stay out of my city. Don't damage it. Oh, this is a huge problem. What can I do about the phantom beasts? Alright. Well, rock. No! they get the city because of that. Doggone it! Now I have to reclaim the city again. This is the problem with using such random chaotic attacks. Oh, oh, that's a lot of damage. And there'll be more damage when I retake it. I need to put stuff there so I can keep going. Alright, we gotta reclaim this. Crap. They've still got armies. I don't want him to reinforce, but 3 beetles don't have enough. Maybe they do. Stupid possessions. I don't know if we can do this. I really need to take this back before he gets reinforcements, but, yeah, 3 beetles aren't gonna do it. Beetles just aren't gonna do it, no matter how I cut it. I really need to get more defenses in my cities. The curses are just stacked too many high. I don't have money. How am I gonna reclaim you? Oh, wait a minute, I have an army right here. Oh, man! I forgot I had an army right there. Yeah, the possessions are awful, aren't they? My new units can't be possessed, the newly made ones, although I mentioned yesterday it means they're going to be very vulnerable to a life mage. And the strongest character in the game now is a life mage. So, I finally have immunity to possession just in time for it to switch it up. Alright, let's go with a blazing march. I don't know what to do about these phantom beasts. They are bad news. Ow! Well, they can still get me with that. Alright, let's see if I can take them this turn before I lose anything else. Ah, great. She's gonna get to summon another one. She can quite get the job done. Can't possess me, you'll confuse me. Well, shit. This city is just one giant pile of rubble now. It's gonna take a while to rebuild. Alright, we're gonna try to fix things, but this is a huge problem. I gotta pull off whatever I was doing and summon something here. I'm gonna give you an Efreet. I'm just going to give you an entire Efreet, and I'm going to focus its magic too. I guess that city needs the arms master the most. Okay. Right, I'm still trying to buff these guys. Okay, you guys just got that, so you would be defended. Many spiders. And if I were to go in there with the spiders... I don't have very many heroes left, do I? I wish there were lairs and nodes that I could gain XP on. I could summon champions. Alright, we'll get an Efreet here with focus magic and a couple other units. And we should be able to hold. I mean, yeah, I'm not a big fan of walls, especially if I don't have any ranged units of my own. I could build them, but the enemy isn't using ranged units anyway. Like, 95% of the enemies don't have a ranged attack. And when they do have a ranged attack, I have lightning bolt. So... is this city... it's gonna fall again. The city's gonna fall again. I can't hold it. I'm gonna have to fight and reclaim it again! Oh my gosh, this city's gonna be reduced to nothing. I guess it's gambling time. We got... immolation? Well... I mean, I guess that's something. Actually, why did I do that? She's just going to cast Black Sleep on it now. Right, there's a reason I wasn't using that spell against her. Ah, man. Darn it. Oh, they have one of those. Shit. Yeah. That's what I figured was going to happen. One of my core cities reduced to nothing. And an attack stack just spent. Alright. I want to continue the attack on this continent, but everything is getting messed up. Alright, here's an idea. Okay, they'll get there in a couple turns. She'll probably reinforce the crap out of it. But... Elven Lords will help fight this fight. You know, we're not actually using that adamant, I don't think. Yep. Not even magic weapons on the beetles. God, I hate these curses. Alright. We'll cast a couple more spells on you as we go. We'll try to slap some armies together onto you, and we'll hit that with a full force stack. I really need more casting skill, but everything is going into mana crystals because we're just burning that many. Yeah, I know. It's annoying. I could summon them really quickly, but what would they do without something to level up on? This is my one adamant city. You know, if I let her take it, she might dispel her curses on it. No, that's a terrible idea. It's gambling time again. Go, go, gambling. Alright. Nail their feet to the floor. Ah! Doggone it, stupid thing. The most dangerous enemies have already gotten to my gates, so to speak. Alright. It's a little better. Alright, I need... City's in trouble. Ah, fail, fail. Possession is just wiping us out again. I think I'm gonna lose another city. This is... Ah, this is rough. Alright, at least the Jackal Riders are gone. The Beetles are having a really hard time even defeating just regular Wolf Riders. Counter magic, huh? Ah. My cities are being ruined. No, do not kill this thing. I need this thing to live. Ah, now I've only got 2 of those left in my world. Alright, well, we just put the Chimera here. Let's hope that's enough. Man. Stupid wolves. Alright. I think we mostly kept them out of our city. That does not give me great confidence in those defenses, seeing it struggle like that. Alright. 1 warlock. Okay. Add a single warlock. Should be beyond the reach of your possession, but I'm not screwing around here. Alright, flight. Now, where was I? Right, flame blade 'em. I have 2 cities I need to get back immediately. That's 2 out of 3 cities that make beetles, and this one fell earlier and never... every time they fall and come back, they're permanently damaged. Populations can never recover. Clackons with this whole build sucks in the late game so badly. Alright. Let's try overwhelming them with hellhounds. It's not a great plan, but... All right. I'm gonna retake my cities, doggone it. Shit, more units are coming through. Capital is something I need to worry about. I'm literally just gonna hit you with hellhounds. I'm trying everything here. How fast do Chimera move? Hold on a sec. Here's one. 3. Everything moves 3. We're completely stalled. The fighting is all happening in my plane now. But she doesn't have very many cities that can produce armies anymore. As I destroy her armies, they're not gonna come back. Man, I just want to sit around gathering casting skill and making volcanoes. Okay, can we hold? Good question, can we? Let's ask RNG if we can hold. Okay, that's the one I just blasted earlier. I want to take away your undead trolls. Okay, that was great. Oh, no! Oh, what a upset that was. What unit just got destroyed? Crap. I'm not sure what unit that was. Something important, I'm sure. Seems to be unusually effective. Well. I really needed you over there this turn. Now we can summon a Phantom Beast. My gosh! I have never had a confusion be this effective. There's something invisible? Fuck you. Not quite. No! Have you ever seen confusion that effective? Shit, I need to reinforce that city, but I have 2 other battles I need to do. Do I have enough fire magic? I don't think I do, but this is right over here. Where are you getting so many trolls from? You don't own troll cities. He's been pulling trolls out constantly for a long time. Yeah, everyone's like, no, we can't fight Carla. They have made some kind of eternal peace treaty with her that never goes away. Alright, look. It's gonna be like this. It's expensive. Alright, we have to defend this city here. Well, they could make a swordsman. Alright, I'll get an Ifrit in there, and then I'll get more stuff. You guys are still stuck here. Yeah, you can't actually make anything yet. I want to move them along. I want to conquer things, but we're stuck. Alright, well, at least let's get this back. Yeah, you're going to target my Ifrit down. I figure that's what's going to happen anytime I attack with one, but... But at least he gets off one spell. What'll it be? What'll it be? Weirdly, immolation doesn't look so bad right now. Alright, we're prepared to hit them very, very hard. Ooh, you cast Blur. I'm so glad you cast Blur instead of killing my thing. Not that I'll be able to take you out in a single turn or anything, but... yeah, you can't shoot. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna gift a fireball to you. Man, does it feel good to have a decent unit instead of beetles? Man, I forgot what it felt like to have units that were capable. Okay, there's an invisible unit on the map somewhere. This is annoying again. Wait a minute. No, I don't have any kind of sea invisible. I can't make zombies or anything. This gives them a ton of turns to do nasty shit to me. There you are. Unfortunately, those things are a big troublemaker. There's a reason I really like summoning them into my cities. Alright, the city has fallen back and forth and back and forth. At this point, it needs to build, well, frankly, almost everything. Population's permanently crashed. Next turn, we try to retake that one. Alright. It's been rough. Also, my volcanoes are slowly unvolcanoing. And I don't have the time to fix them. They're cooling off. Oh, lizards. That could be bad. Alright, 2 cities have finished rebuilding. I swear, almost every city on on my core has been damaged. That's a lot of lizards, and that's not where I want them to be. Would have been a great way to level some heroes if I had any. Alright. Can I take you with just hellhounds? Wall of fire. Well, we're definitely weakening each other a lot. Massively. Okay, there we go. How I wish I had Flame Strike. Wow! We're not gonna fight them through the wall of fire. We're gonna go act as cavalry and come in the back. These mountains in the way over here, though. Alright. Half of them lost before they even get to do damage. I fought this battle wrong. Wait a minute. Might be too late. What I should have done. If I had put a vortex on the map, they would have all run out of there. Ah, this counter magic is absolutely wrecking me. Alright, everything that's not regenerating is dead. Alright. Yeah, I was optimistic I could take it with hellhounds. Trolls are really hard for me to deal with. Alright. This army can reposition to attack them. But there's going to need to be something here to hold the ground. I haven't finished protecting this city yet. Oh man. Nothing's close. Yeah, orcs are hard. Orcs are hard to play. I probably tried them more than any other. Because Man, do I love the idea of shaman and bowman with a maintenance cost of 0. It's the reason I love it. I love skeletons. My tax skeletons so much. And the idea that I can have units that can do that but shoot, I mean, they still eat food, so, you know, but it's just so incredibly appealing. And then every time I try to make it work, it doesn't. Because at the end of the day, it's just a lowered maintenance cost. That's what makes orcs special, that's it. And I mean, you can see what it was like when I had elven lords a second ago. How much better they are. When you have a real unit. And orcs... Look, I don't want to knock the horde. I'm glad they have it, but... Jackal riders kick the crap out of the orc horde any day of the week. Alright, it begins the lizard times. Too much MP. Mana crystals are precious after all. Man, these would really have been great to build up a hero. Oh no, you actually killed it! I should have used some mana crystals there. There, you're on the list. You're also on the to-do list. You're in the way. Alright, I can reinforce you with a chimera. I'm relatively confident that will take that city. Now I just need units to defend. You're gonna have a lot of lizards coming at you now. Get a storm giant or something in there right now, but you're gonna have a lot of lizards coming at you, a whole lot of them. I've got 2 cities left that can make beetles at this time. This one only just came online, and it's... well, it's bad. I don't suppose you'd be so kind as to attack one of my armies for me, so I could do a little damage to you? Just a little bit. Alright, 2 lizards hit this turn, a whole lot more come this way. We've got to get their defenses up. Then, I have to get these defenses up very soon. Then, maybe we can attack? I don't know. Yeah, I love lizardmen. Lizardmen, they're not the best, but they're one of my very favorite. I really, really like lizardmen. I play them a lot. They have their advantages. They have very strong advantages, but they're not the best. What more can I say? Alright, how are we fighting the lizards? I've got 8 lightning bolts. Feels like 8 lightning bolts should be enough. Okay, who you hunting? Probably gonna lose him. Maybe not. He will be damaged, though. But I can live with that. We don't have anyone who can benefit from XP here. Maybe we will lose him. Can't be helped. And then another one hits the same city. Using my own roads against me, Potter. You dare? Alright, they got a new fire giant. Alright. It has to be here. The best thing I could do is a chimera. Oh, I really could have used a hellhound. Alright, well, I don't know if I can hold this, but we will try. Step here. Step there. Stacked up. Okay. I can expect to take some losses. There's a reason I really wanted to distribute Elven Lords through my cities. We're arranged for battle. Next turn I scream charge and hit them with everything I got. But it probably won't be done till the turn after that. Oh shit, no, I don't want that. Well, tough. It's so nice to have a unit that can kick ass. It's so very nice. I mean, the difference is night and day. Yeah, we lost some. But whatever. Alright. All my cities are mine again. We're going to be rebuilding them for a long time before they can produce beetles again. I basically have no way to hold on to what I'm holding on to. However, she has a single stack left. Just one. Why did you have an engineer? That's strange. If I could lure her into attacking something random out in the field, I could at least burn off the magicians and maybe the jackal riders. Alright, lure lizards. Ah, shit, where was this? Okay, that one now? First we're attacked here, and now we're attacked over here. Okay, this is a very serious army. This is probably from up north. I haven't been able to take her northern cities out, so she's getting to... Alright, well, the classic matchup. Which is better, beetles or turtles? Personally, I think beetles are better. I mean, turtles can go over the sea, but beetles move faster, which counts for a lot in a cavalry-type unit. And, well, the Klakons can produce beetles faster because they're added production. But I've always viewed these two units as being very similar. Anyway, my guys have a blazing march buff. Catch us if you can. We're going for your artillery line. If we get another turn, we're casting Blur, too. Yeah, this is where that slow movement of yours becomes a liability. Darn, no, that's not what I want you to cast. Not much I can do about that. Well, all I can do is roll the dice. Ooh, got through. Begin drinking. This may take a while. When the drink is squirming in your throat. They're just not likely to get through. Strikes aren't doing any damage at all. Keep going. Get rid of all those summons. Even if you finally get one of your cities back, I'm gonna make it cost so much. Okay, good. Mystic vortexes aren't that good against single target enemies. Never mind, they're just fine. Well. Yeah, well, it's worth a try. Magic Vortex, you're my only hope. They've surrounded you. They've set it up so you can take them out. No, don't visit the beetle. Come on, you keep getting chances to annihilate them. Don't go the wrong way now. Oh, this is risky. I've flown too close to the storm. No, don't go in the city. I mean, it did an amazing amount of damage, but at the end of the day, if you need to steer a Mystic Storm across the battlefield, it's not gonna happen. Anyway, they're gonna wreck the city. But they didn't gain anything. As usual, they destroyed things. Oh my gosh! Alright, this is the only stack she's got left on my continent that I'm aware of. Good. Alright. That's a lot of trolls, and trolls actually, well, they're halberds, they kind of do counter the Elven Lords a little bit. They actually have enough attack power here, I won't win. Magic, not unexpected. I need this to go through. I don't think I can win this. I kind of need these guys, but I don't see how they can win. Darkness. That's as good as prayer in this case. I wish. Yeah, you ignore my first strikes because you're halberd wielders. Alarm's good. I'm gonna need to get magic through that. But how? Oh, that's not what I want. Shut down, can't use it. Come on, guys, we're close. We can win this. We just need... pure luck. Pure luck. That's what we need. Yes. Come this way towards the storm. Okay, you've got to move. Okay, good. Okay. Can you? We held. We lost everything, but we held, and now we've got these. Ah, boy. I'm almost out of mana crystals. I'm producing max mana crystals every turn. I've run out. Well, shit. I don't have enough mana crystals to stop the lizards. Oh, I really don't have enough to stop the lizards. I could roll regeneration? Yeah, that was unlikely. They're gonna walk into the city and wreck everything. I could try to lure them over here. They'll keep them out of the city at least a little longer. I'll use my own roads against me. Darn. It's just gonna regenerate. Ah! I can't do a thing about this. I don't think you have any armies left in my lands, but you've devastated most of my core cities at this point. Yeah, my garrisons are in horrific shape. I've got no healing and I just can't rebuild. The war just keeps going on for a long, long time. No, Phantom Warriors do not see invisible. You need zombies for that. Warlord has such a massive overhaul. The Clacons have a lot in Warlord. I don't know. Man, they just wrecked everything. All right. Gold to mana. Okay. This city is in trouble. This city is kind of in trouble. That's 4 lizards that didn't hit there because they turned around. On the other hand, this is higher value, isn't it? Oh man, this is rough. I just don't have anything left to work with. Basically doesn't have any forces in this area at this moment. This city is going to be destroyed. It's a lower value city, but it's still a city of mine. Alright. Ugh. Do that at least. We're gonna get hit by 4 lizards this turn. Okay. Alright, yeah, so he hit that, so I guess you can go there. And I guess you can go in there. Oh, it's so bad. Oh man, am I worried about the trolls with life? I am bigger army than you. Me bigger than you. For the first time. Here's the secrets of nature's eye. Fairy dust. Have all the hellhounds you want. Have sprites, they're a great spell. Peace. I gave you 4 spells that you can't use, but that's beside the point. Theoretical peace. Alright, we need to rebuild our garrisons. We need to rebuild our garrisons and consider. If we pursue the war again, there's not that many cities. We need to recover. Not being in constant battle will let me recover mana. There's so many buildings to rebuild. Where did all my airships go? Did I lose all of them? I think I did. I think they broke the last one earlier. Huh. Yeah, we're just gonna be shoring defenses for a while. I'm still very concerned about those life trolls. Alright, here's the battle we knew we were going to deal with. The question is, how are we going to deal with it? I actually don't have enough lightning bolts to kill all 4. They're probably going to wreck the city. But if I kill some of them, well... Ah. Well. Yeah, that's just not gonna work. I can't kill them, honestly. Not unless we get insane luck, and we never do. Oh, you're undead. Oh, great, thanks. Well, yeah, you're wrecked with a magic immunity. Oh, wonderful. Well, at least you can lead them on a merry chase for a bit. But around halfway, they're gonna walk into the city, and there's nothing I can do about that. Confusion doesn't help much. I mean, unless they randomly attack each other. But their resistance is 9, so Confusion's only got a 20% chance of working. I find it to just be a wildly unreliable spell. As long as I win the battle, they should all the enemies should disappear at the end of it. Those rampaging monsters don't stick around on the map. You know, Channeler has been a lifesaver. The sheer amount of mana I've been burning on all of these battles, now imagine tripling that cost. I wouldn't have been able to cast spells. It's not a good build, but I'm using every last aspect of it in some way or another. Okay. Now they're gonna ruin the city, and that's just how it is. There's 2 more waves of enemies coming, so this city is gonna be absolutely, utterly wrecked. As I said, I don't know. I honestly don't know. The balance of Warlord is so different. You're gonna end up... the worst build is gonna have to be very different. As I said, Clackons have a lot. I mean, having a unit of magicians that are flying and give you a holy bonus, basically, with those maidens. I mean, that changes a lot. If I had one of those in every city, we'd have been more resistant to the possessions, and all my units would have fought better. Okay, so 4 lizards gone. Here comes 2 more, and then there's that. It was a 9 stack, now it's an 8 stack. Alright. Now you've got more units. And more units. I need her to be my friend and uncurse me. Breakthrough's a good spell. We officially have a pact. I'm not standing near any of your cities. Trying desperately to use the Arms Master to patch over the fact the units I make are level 0 without magic weapons because of the curses. Alright, this time I do have enough to take them, but not the wave that comes after. Too much mana crystals. This is all too expensive. Man, would I love to find a spell book. A couple chaos spell books. A couple sorcery spell books. Oh man. Trade for some good spells. Alright. These cities both need reinforcements. What I really need is an Efreet in every city here. A buffed Efreet. The good news is, because she conquered it, now I've taken it back, the curses are gone from this particular city. If I could actually make adamant out of here again. Okay, that city could use some visit from the arms master. As could that one. My max population is 5. Oh, it's rough. Still neutral. I don't know exactly how it works. I just know if they think you're their friend, they'll uncurse you. Alright, I'm gonna put one Efreet there. Cities still need some defenders, but at least they've got something in them. What's next? If I want to Efreet in every city, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to get my core. 9 turns. However, we would be far more capable of holding out, because that would be a warp lightning in every battle. Or other buff. Things are rough. Let's try for a little time of peace. Let's try for a little time of peace and rebuilding. I hold more cities than anyone else. My late game might be awful, but... aggro has basically completely stuttered. And while I'm rebuilding, Carla is also rebuilding. So... Why, hello there. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I just don't know at what point she will take her curses back. Not getting a ton of resources as usual. The cities have been so devastated. Got some gold. Alright. Each of these is worth 3 power. They last for a random number of turns. I can cast, let's call it 10 of them a day. Alright. In 20 turns, I could double my abilities, in theory. Give or take. So, if all my cities are done being set up, we're double checking now. Someone to fix that. Alright, I think what we're gonna go with... Really, you're settling a Klakon city? She's decided there must be something to these Klakons after all. Alright, we'll do the deserts in, and then we're going to just start putting them along the edge of the map. I'm gonna send a bird up here. A big lion bird. Its objective is to sweep along the edge. I could really use paladins in this place. If I could get paladins here, we could conquer this continent easy. Chaos Paladins. Alright, we have begun the production of war trolls. They're vulnerable. But I can get one of these in every city. Maybe I'll even give them Flame Blade if I ever find the time. The Wheel of Fortune. I have the card Wheel of Fortune for Magic the Gathering somewhere. An old card. Yeah, that's how time stop works. If all of your globals were like that, globals would be the worst spells in the game, instead of the best. Most of the globals are just... they're basically just part of having the books. The best part. If you've got sorcery books, you get Aether, whatchamacallit. Aether Binding. Like, this is all sorcerers. They just get this. This is what sorcerers do. These are the kind of things Chaos Mages do over here. Life Mages get this stuff. Like, it's just basically... these are the bonus... think of them as delayed retorts. If you gave them stacking increases, though, you would spend all your time casting the same spell over and over and over again, which is already what we do with Time Stop. Once you get time stop, you just keep casting it over and over and over again. But now imagine you're trying to do that for any of the enchantments. It would dramatically change the game. Dramatically alter it. Alright, we've still got way too many curses upon us. Oh shit, I'm running out of things I can give you. I gave you a lot of spells. Ooh. Well, that's that. There's nothing more I can give her. I have to hope she'll start dispelling the curses on her own. Because it's not like I'm going to get any more spells. In the meantime, I think the Arctic is about to become lumpy. Yeah, we need to get some scouts to the Arctic. Otherwise, I'm going to have to spend a lot of time hunting for tiles that I can volcano without getting in trouble for it. Okay. Let's get a troll magician there. Let's get a troll magician there as soon as we can. That should help some. Wow, the maintenance cost on all these summons has got to be brutal. Nobody's using this forest. Screw that forest. Take that, wildlife. Oh, a flying one. Cool. Go here. Fortunately, these guys are going to cost a fortune to maintain. But they're coming out of two cities. Okay, not this city. This city's still got an evil presence on it. They will come out of this city. Once I can give them magic weapons. Melt the ice caps. That'll show them. If we just flood the entire Arcanus plane, problem solved. Right? Yes, I am at peace with you. Really, look at all these wonderful resources all over your world. Looks like this area is completely open. Suppose I could throw a settler at it. Run along the mountains, see if I get anything nice. The possibility. The mere possibility of adamant paladins. I mean, that'd take a while, but it is possible. In the original game, before Cerevi, there was global disjunction as an event, so that you would have all of your globals go away once in a while. Cerevi hated that. It was one of the first things he removed from the game. I don't blame him. It was actually super annoying. It just says, yeah, waste a bunch of time casting these spells again, which isn't tactically interesting. And then after you cast them all, it happens again. It's so annoying. Alright. Our magic is rising. Power overwhelming. Okay, here we go. We're gonna circle the world and just volcano everything the Chimera sees. To the outsider, it's gonna look like wherever the Chimera's eyes fall, volcanoes. Yeah, we're struggling with mana crystal production. Well, every turn we produce more mana crystals than the turn before. That's not gonna be an issue again. Which city is this? This is currently... It was the Draconian city. Now this city is considered the weakest on this continent, huh? Well... Guess I can't really argue. Many lizards. Shame the lizard men never figured out how to get a regenerating unit. No, they went with turtles instead. But imagine if they had gone with something out of their fantastic... So imagine if they had a fantastic stable that let them make a big regenerating lizard to ride. Probably be too fantastic. A little too much. Someday, someone's gonna figure out how to do an expedition up there, and they're gonna have all the wealth. Oh hi, you're gonna have to fight off another thing. You only ever managed to make it to 1 gold star. Our production is so screwed. It's so bad right now. There's still multiple cursed cities. I've got nothing left I can give or trade. Alright. We're up about 150 power from volcanoes. We need more geothermal. Keep going. Mortarization. Nibbling at the edges of your realm. Until the world is just covered in clouds of sulfurous fumes. Wow. Why were you so resistant to the idea of making peace with me anyway? Look at what a wonderful neighbor I am. This whole Arcanus place is just too cold. You needed someone to warm it up for you. Really, I'm having trouble finding places to put things. gonna have to do is find places to put things. Alright, where do we want to put a city of humans? Well, we didn't get any adamant or anything. This isn't bad. It touches the sea. Its population's low, but what do you expect? It's got a couple crystals, though. This wouldn't be terrible. Yeah. I guess that's about as good as we're gonna get. I'll have to get guards for it somehow, but... Alright. Better fighting a life wizard, but that's okay. We'll kick them out anyway. Hey, Starry, how's it going? Hey, you found my YouTube channel. How you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? This is overwhelming. And then I'm going to web the spiders. Ah. Oh dear. For a month. Yeah, that's rough. I was pretty sick for a while. Missed a bunch of streams during that time. Actually ended up having, I actually ended up being off work for a week and a half at one point. I really hate taking days off work, but it was bad. I just find I want to complain about my insurance policy again. It really sucks. But I don't think I should bore you with the details. The short version is I was paying $300+ every visit for doctors to fail to correctly diagnose me. I was taking 6 medicine by the end. When finally I got something that worked. It was rough. That was only a couple months ago. But I didn't end up hospitalized, so it sounds like you're having a rougher time. Volcanoes are employed to block out the sun. Yes, like that song that was cut from the Emperor's New Groove. I'm Mr. Burns. Yeah, volcanoes are supposed to be used to wreck your enemy's territory, but I don't use them like that. I can use them as mountains because of one of Seraphie's changes. It'll give me resources thanks to another. It produces more power than it used to. Oh, hey! One of my favorites. Well, you can live in my capital. Oh, where's this? I need to put volcanoes here. Yeah. Hold on, where the heck is that? Over here? Ah. Oh, well, get some rest, man. I hope you get well soon. Man, this must be rough for this wolf rider. A literal volcano erupts from the ground underneath its feet. So this particular volcano was worth 13 instead of 3. Oh, plus 50% for the Miners Guild. That one was pretty good. More volcano. Oh, shit, I didn't move that yet. Alright, where can I put another one? Oh, here, this place. Oh yeah, this is great. Who needs deserts? Okay. This place is gonna get hit next. Oh! Oh no, I need to focus magic this Ifrit. Alright, Aerie the illusionist that lives in the capital for all eternity. Now my capital is a little bit better defended. Look, she's got 28 casting skill. Woo! A little bit better. Okay, yeah, our mana production is getting good. Let's try to up our casting skill a little, huh? Okay, let's see. The illusionist? No, this random Ifrit needs the focus. Alright, Brax, go train them. Alright, here's what's gonna happen. All of the non-chaos channeled units are gonna be pulled out. We're gonna remove them. One by one. Okay, also, we need to produce, there's another thing we need to produce here. We are going to produce some airships. Some of these cities, it's going to be rough. But anyway, the plan is every beetle that's not transformed needs to move. Why don't you add a shaman to your city? It would help you. Our economy is improving. The curses are slowly lifting. My capital hasn't had the curse lifted yet. This population continues to drop. I really want to get that set up. I kind of want to do some volcano fracking to just try to get a resource for the high men to work with, mithril or adamant, but I will resist the temptation. Alright, he's doing the training. There you go. That'll make that city a little safer. Okay, where was this now? Ah. Worthless sand become. Now I could summon some things to hit a couple of nodes. Let's not piss her off. It may be shared territory, but she doesn't seem to see it that way. Alright, there are only Jinn over here. If I summon a pile of Ifrit, I can then distribute them as guards after the event. The problem is, there is nothing here. Absolutely nothing else I could hit other than the spiders on this entire plane. And I would be paying this maintenance cost of 9 a turn, and that's volcanoes I didn't make. So they do no banish. In a sorcery node, and they go first. Storm giants, then. I feel like 3 storm giants can take 2 Jinn. I'll give them some backup, of course. And then I can distribute the storm giants among my cities. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to put the non-chaosed beetles into the towers. That's exactly the plan. You would survive a doom bolt. Oh, you survived the warp lightning too. Oops. The only thing here that can gain XP off of this is the magician. That was one of the first mods nobody seems to remember. It made it so that all of the random monsters, all the summons basically could gain levels. It wasn't a great idea. It was interesting though. That was way back before Cerevi. Once I close this, these things will stop coming out and troubling us all the time. Then the only thing left on this plane for enemies to spawn from will be that forest over there, next to the heroes. Over here, the only thing left is Demon Lords, and I think that's the only place left in the Myrran plane. That one tower. Which must also spawn units into this plane. On this continent. Oh, there's one Hydra Gargoyles there. But yeah, as soon as this tower's open, I'm going to shove beetles into it. I'm going to keep pulling unenchanted beetles out and putting new ones in. Cerevi and Carla? Oh my! I didn't even notice. So the fighting will probably happen down south, if that's the case. Well, if it softens up Carla... Oh good, her curses are all gone, finally. Okay. Make stag beetles again with what's left of your population. Almost all the cities that were making stag beetles are broke. We're gonna make stag beetles, we're gonna make halberds, we're gonna make all the things. Oh, you took that from me, thanks. Is she about to take the lair right before, or the node right before I get it? Alright, that's one. You sit on this for a second, thanks. Okay. Let's get a war troll to here. I don't know how much the war trolls are really gonna help if I get into another war, but Carla's expending her armies. That's great. If she gets consumed, that's less great, but Nottingham. Ah, crap! Just before I was ready to take it. Alright. Well, whatever. Alright, this city is gonna need some defenders. I'm gonna give them a focus magic to defeat a gargoyle and whatever is lying around. Okay. Every city's gonna get new beetles and stuff. All the old troops are gonna be kicked out. Oh good, you've rebuilt. Ooh, boy. You don't know how much I wish you could pull off a flame strike. Alright, this city will totally be worth a dozen volcanoes, I'm sure of it. Maybe. Alright. This should be fine. I'm annoyed they got that lair right before I would have gotten it. The timing of that was perfect to get me to commit to summoning a bunch of crap and then not get the reward for it. Alright. This poor city seems to be under a constant assault. I can't whip one of these. They're made out of water. I also can't use earth to mud on these illusions, which is annoying. About to lose a bunch of beetles. I'll have to send some more reinforcements here. I had a storm giant on the march already, but that may not be enough. Oh good, yes. Fight the pigs. That's what I want. Just need you to spend your turns not murderating me. All right. That was this city. Well, the good news is you've got a storm giant inbound. But here's a gargoyle to help until he arrives. Okay, alright. That new city is questionable. Fences are very questionable. Here's a fire giant for good measure. Alright, we need to go back to volcanoes. We've got tons of land we have discovered. Eventually we'll reach some kind of equilibrium where the volcanoes cool at the same speed I can make them. I could now cast Doomsday. Look at the top. No, I'm casting Doomsday alright. I'm casting Armageddon manually right now. You can just see it all turning red across the top. Alright, what would Doomsday cost me? 20 a turn. +5 on rest and a bunch of corrupted tiles. Something I ever go for. I can't imagine it shifting at 40%. Nah. That's still too long. All right. Keep shuffling the beetles out. The old experienced ones are now on the streets. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Okay. Increased mana production means less time making mana, more time producing casting skill. More casting skill equals more volcanoes. But if only someone could disjunction that holy order, I could make even more volcanoes. But I'd have to give up a whole bunch of volcanoes to cast Disjunction, and then she'd just cast it again. Tell you one spell I won't trade to anyone. Doomsday. Although there is an argument to be made for getting one wizard to piss off the others, to their own eventual detriment. We're going to check up on their war in a second. Wish I could build cities up here. It'd be really, really hard. But I mean, there's resources now. If I had piles of dwarves I could send up there. I mean, there are no dwarves in this world that I've found. If there are, I didn't conquer them at least. Alright, that's complete. She got one of the cities. She might have done the attack. She successfully took a city from white. Ah, but she's lost a city over here. That one that I took that one time and then she took back. She's also planting a lot of cities. Weirdly Clackon ones. She made settlers out of the cities she took from me? Very odd. Alright. Well, it's kind of going back and forth then. So, Seravi's army in going to war with Carla. Carla, are we at war? I hadn't noticed. Well, okay then. I'm very worried she's gonna go to war with people and conquer them. And I don't want to fight her. She would specifically wreck me. So we need to be careful about that. However, my casting skill is rising rapidly. However, I also can't help but notice... Ooh, adamant. My volcanoes are cooling off. Well now, adamant changes my opinion of you guys a little. That could be very useful. I need to get Shaman out and clean this tile. It's been dirty for a very long time. Alright, as for you, I need you to head south. Okay, yeah, I want to redistribute these a little. The cities that kept falling, you get Elven Lords. Okay. Oh, I don't want you to do that. That's mildly annoying. How these ships never got taken. Somehow. Alright, finish the red line across the top of the world. Is this enough volcanoes? Never. With enough volcanoes, we could research the spell of mastery faster than anyone else, and then cast the spell faster than anyone would imagine possible. In theory. Carla just cast that. Uh-oh, hold on. That might be a very bad development. Everyone's at war with Carla! I am not prepared to be at war with Carla at this time. They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't make war with her, and now they are. I might have to interrupt my volcano studies. I've recovered somewhat. Alright. My two remaining heroes seem like they would get along with a bunch of chimera. It's just weird that the price of chimeras go up. Ah, man, 2 divine orders. Enchantments. Unit enchantments are discounted right now. I'll still give you guys a bunch of chimera. Because you got... Well, the Beastmaster applies to any Chaos-channeled unit, though. Anyway, we got a plan to have forces to conquer things. But we're still in the process of replacing our defenses with something more solid. Not prepared to start a war yet, but if I see Carla start crumbling, I might have to move. Alright, this city's rebuilt. Alright, hold on a second. Make a war college, and then use it to make trolls. Keep going. Not that much further to go. This stack is ready to cause trouble. We're just flying through your territory, don't mind us. We should be able to get out of her territory next turn. You can see the white dots up here where the volcanoes are cooling. It's Speaking of which, let's go on a quick hunt. Where have my volcanoes cooled? Where they have, we need to reinstate them. Okay. You already have one. So do you. Considering your importance, you should have one. We're not quite ready yet. We need more time. Could you guys stop your little war with Carla and make peace, please? Anyway, I'm gonna have airships soon. We'll consult the maps and charts next turn and see how it's looking. Hey there, sup? No, I was started late, so Wings wasn't able to come. He has work. No Enterprise, though, yeah. Sad. Hopefully he's enjoying himself, whatever he's up to. Alright, I've revolcanoed all the spots. Didn't get anything spectacular, but, you know, little by little. Okay, Chimera Horde ready. Might just do a crap ton of enchantments. But as I said, we're just not ready for war. After all that happened last time, I know I'll be beset by curses and everything else. And the curses, Divine Order makes curses cheaper and easier to cast. Alright, your North Pole is now the land of chaos. It was cold up there. I thought I'd help you out. Warm it up a little. Okay, good. Those are all leveled. Continue your tour. She doesn't have armies here anymore. She should be having a very hard time replacing armies at this point. Two magicians? Do I have a troll magician in every city? Ah, that's another thing to check for. Okay, here we go. Go, go, go. Casting skill is rising. Rising. These guys just need a handful more buildings. We'll make Chaos Paladins. I'll rush produce them every turn. I might seriously do volcano fracking here. Like, legit. Okay, we got out of her land before she broke the pact. Okay, 3 more out. You go in. Okay, you guys get a war troll. There we go. Did I get one up here yet? I have not. Alright, I've almost finished evicting the regular beetles. Now I'll need to do something about the halberds, which are still a decent unit. And we need to try to get magicians out, too. Yep. Magicians in the cities. And when we've got those, the defenses should be significantly better as long as we never fight a white wizard with Holy Word. In which case, we just lose all our cities in the game instantly if that happens, but... if I could get paladins... well... I'd love to get one in every city. That would be a tremendous advantage. No, wait. Yeah, there we go. Alright. More than half of my power is coming from volcanoes right now. Well over half. Actually, we might take a moment to pause volcanoes and throw nature's eyes around. Yeah, you're right, Twin. Holy Arms, making herself even stronger. I become increasingly alarmed. Whoops, I didn't mean resist elements. Oh well, here you go. Who knows, maybe that random miscast will be important someday. Yeah. If this ends up being a spell of mastery race, like I suspect it will be, well... the fact that I hold so many cities should give me the edge. Wow. Alright, a little bit better. Not much better, but a little bit. Okay, gotta clean up that tile. How many spiders is many? I wonder. Eight is a lot. I would probably lose the heroes if I came in here. Even if I forged artifacts for them, they're just not that strong. Annoying. We do not possess the secrets of Wraith form. Alright, you need to continue south. I need that. A lot of those are max level beetles, too. Okay. For our next trick... every city producing stag beetles is going to suddenly decide, you know what, actually halberds are the future. Okay, there aren't very many cities producing stag beetles, but they're now going to do this. They're going to produce way faster. We're going to flood. And I might very well even choose to flame blade them. I don't know. Flame blade's kind of expensive, but it would be a massive boost in our city's survivability. I need a spell to transport resources. No, an engineering crew to carry the resource. Alright, there it is. The entire top of the world is red. It's like the world is bleeding on the edges. Alright, let's see. How is this coming? We'll be getting those Jackal Riders soon. Let's make that immediate. Having stacks of Jackal Riders just moving around should help. Harmony, that's good. Her military is not dropping, despite being at war with everyone. Well, at least I know it's not recovering. Seravi lost 2 cities. She took one of them. She's holding another. Yeah, it's definitely favoring light blue. This war, strongly favoring light blue. She's the antagonist of the universe. You know, as much as the Foresters Guild sounds like a good idea, maybe a couple more shaman wouldn't be amiss. Wanna fly somewhere? See that city over there? We're gonna need to get defenses that are proper there too, you know. Alright, you oot. Get oot. Man, do I wish I had the chaos buffs that actually made these things good. If I had the spell that made all chaos creatures in the world stronger right now. But I don't. Alright. Volcano repairs. We're here to repair any broken volcanoes. Are all of your volcanoes in order? Okay, great. I'm so tempted to volcano frack for a good resource. If I had transmute, I would. But I don't, and it's just a bad bargain. I only wish that I had ethereal. If I had wraith form, man, but I don't. Not a single death book. Any hint about the prepared videos? Rimworld. Anomaly. It's a pretty straightforward hint there. .645 power. Let me see how much it degrades on an average turn. Nice. need anything else, do you? Anything that removes unrest. Oh, and the Alchemist Guild. Might as well get the War College in there. Okay, all the rest of this is unneeded. Paladins. Okay. 645. Okay, we didn't have a single volcano degrade this turn. That's nice. I don't want to spend a ton of my turns just searching the lands, but I might have to. Yeah, you can have that. 2 cities, theoretically. Both will be producing paladins. And I'll enchant the shit out of them. I guess they need the Arms Master down there the most. She's losing nodes too, Carla. Alright, this boat needs to be loaded down with stuff to transport. Like these 3 beetles. Okay. Let's see. I guess we don't have as many halberds as we used to. They're still one of the strongest units we can make. Arguably the strongest unit the Glacon can make. It's either that or the Stag Beetle, and there's arguments both ways. Alright, every non-chaos magician head out. You're being replaced next. Volcano time! I need to find places to volcano. This looks like a spot. Somehow you can't build a city anywhere in this region. That means nobody has a use for it. Which means it's a perfect place for me to farm power. I really need more locations to farm power. Dibbling on the edges of the world wherever I can find them. Wow! Coal and adamant, what a location! Alright, anyway. Power. Pretty soon, it's going to be... Before too long, it's going to end up being 2/3 of my power coming from volcanoes. As ridiculous as that sounds. I wish something could be done about these divine orders. You two wouldn't get into a fight with her when I wanted it. I could add a drow bard in. I wasn't doing names. It is an anomaly. I was expecting a very high mortality rate, as unknown horrors drive people mad and do all kinds of things. But I suppose I could name someone drow bard, if you like. Man, I'll make it just one for you guys. One pull of the gotcha got you silver. Paladins are on the way. The Chaos Paladins. I will definitely cast buffs all over them. I'd love to get magicians as well, but that seems less likely. I just don't have the resources to make everything, you know? Okay. What happened here? Why is everyone missing? You made a mistake. It wasn't supposed to do that. We'll fix it. That could have been a horrible disaster during the war, but right now it's just an annoyance. You're not where you're supposed to be, soldiers. Alright, have to use Earth Lore now. We're just running out of places to put volcanoes. Too much time spent searching. The others are so confused. Why did he search scout the entire bottom of the world? There's nothing down there, but he felt the need to use magic to scry on all of it? No, you guys are the ones who are failing to see what I'm doing. You're not scrying the bottom of the world. You don't know what I'm doing down there. Power grows. Well, if you're gonna ride a unicorn, you should also carry 2 lances, 1 in each arm. That way you can do a charge attack that hits 3 times. No, that's not gonna. I mean, technically you could use a lance one-handed, but with the there's no way I'd let that slide. No, you can't do that. That's ridiculous. Your charge attack can attack with 1 lance, and I guess the unicorn's horn is a separate charge attack by the unicorn. That's the limit. Alright, so fire-breathing adamant jackal riders. I would say that's an improvement. This is a deadly unit. Its resistance is very low though, so do not fight life mages with it. If I do try to cast the spell of mastery, holy shit, are we gonna have a problem? The life mages will just delete my empire. Alright, just keep shoveling these guys out there. Spending all my resources. Paladins begin now. You guys, well, you guys are gonna take a little while. Yeah, that was the best idea from Planar Conquest, if you remember that one. It was originally called Worlds of Magic. They did Unicorn as a cavalry unit, so that so that the elves could literally just produce teleporting cavalry. Oh, that was so cool. Shame about the rest of the game. I tried. I really tried to like it. I tried so much, but you know, it just didn't work out. Wasteland Interactive just couldn't pull it off. Okay. I'll have to check everything, see how it's all flowing. They have Holy Word. Do you know how I know they have Holy Word? Because she's got this many spell books and nothing else to do with them. I don't know when she'll get the spell, but well, she'll have the spell whenever I most don't want her to have it. Just assume they've got it when you're in the late game. Whatever it is you don't want them to have, just assume they have it. If you get in a war and it turns out they don't, well, that's just fantastic. But, just... yeah, and as I said, I just kind of straight up lose the game if she fights me with that spell, so we just have to stay friendly. We were in harmony, now we're only friendly. That's concerning. Alright, every day a paladin. That's the plan. I can enchant the paladins with various buffs. Not all that many buffs, but I have a few. I can't destroy resources, even if they're useless. If a volcano turns to a mountain, but it has a resource on it, I can't just ruin that. Alright, this is interesting. These guys would benefit from the Beastmaster. I don't actually need the Holy bonus. I think the Chimera are stronger, but it's kind of a tough call. Anyway, I'm going to start putting them over here in this town. I don't have the money to rush another paladin. My finances aren't what they could be. Okay. Alright. Good. We'll finish the Halberd edition soon of the defensive period. And then I'll start exporting units to this continent where all my other cities are. I'll want to reinforce them. And then, well, we'll see. I'll need to get some stuff to Arcanus, but Arcanus's defenses were actually a little heavier than this world's. Okay. Carla's holding. I don't know how she's doing it, but she's holding. What is happening? How did this happen to your army? Without hers going down at all. I don't know what Carla's doing. But she's doing something to the enemies. I'm honestly shocked that after all her losses, she can hold out. If I hadn't taken her core, she'd probably be conquering the universe. All right. Okay, everybody should have some jackal riders on their city. Did everybody get a war troll? Everyone did get a war troll. Why don't you make those magicians that we need? You know who really should be making the war trolls? The ones with mithril. That's who should really be doing it. Well, this is okay. We can ship some trolls. Okay. Yeah, not a whole lot of them. They've become a minority of my defenses. Whoa, is this empty? Emergency. I am going to claim that. If you leave it open, I'm gonna take it. Honestly, these should have all been mine, but you know how it is with defending nodes. Alright, we probably finished the halberd thing. We'll want to export some, so I'll make them for a few more rounds, but for the most part I think we're done with that. Maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to plug this hole too. Yeah. Too much stuff leaking between the worlds. Let's reduce that. You know, she is trolls, so she is vulnerable to possession, and the trolls can be made into the undead. So that's two things right there. But a life mage has access to things like bless. Oh man, if Carla has more undead trolls, ugh, those were the worst. Well, we've gone a little over time already. Setup is pretty good right now. Magic power is increasing rapidly. Alright, hold on a second. This is volcanoes. This is volcanoes. This is what we're doing here. Volcanoes, I was here. Volcanoes, summoned a few storm giants. Volcanoes. From here to here. Oh my gosh, what is going on with her? Not only does she have the strongest army, but now she's spiking in power income too. I don't know what's going on with her. Her casting skill is very weak, so she'll have less spells in battle. Carla has a lot of casting skill. I am very alarmed. Very alarmed. But paladins. adamant jackal riders. If I fight Carla again, she's going to find there's nothing to possess. She'll be stuck with confusion and black sleep, and despite her confusion luck, that's still not a great spell to use. Also, just the fact that they have random buffs helps. The war trolls are going to make the defenses quite a bit more solid, I think. I can put a couple of nice buffs on them. I might very well put resist magic on all the war trolls. Since we're double discounted right now, I could cast that very quickly. Where summoning has become very difficult, enchant creatures are now very inexpensive. Flame Blade, resist magic, maybe even resist elements on all the war trolls in every garrison. That's no small defense. That's actually a pretty good combination. I can't see any reason to give them flight, but immolation might be good too, considering how many halberds she throws at me. I'll have a day to think about it. We basically just need to get defenses to these 4 cities here, and I'll feel like the Myrran Plain is solidly defended. The Arcanus Plain is kind of all over the place. I'll send a couple airships through at some point if I can. But for the most part, it's just going to have to live or die by what it's got in it. I'm probably not going to go out of my way to defend them any further, honestly. I mean, if I could distribute a paladin to every city and a jackal rider to every city, that alone would do wonders. That alone would be plenty. Probably. Anyway, we need to get an airship to this plane. I have only a little bit more canvas to paint red. Then I'll have to explore more of the world, paint another canvas red, and then another. And when all the edges of the world are painted, I'll have to consider what to do next. We have... Summoning's expensive now, but we still have other options. It might be as simple as a crap ton of Clack-on halberds, and then buff the shit out of them. I mean, 2/3 of the halberds will be able to attack flying, because Chaos Channels is randomly giving them flight and fire breathing. So, they respond well to Flame Blade. There's resist magic. Unfortunately, there's a problem with that. Dispelling Wave. Yeah, that's a huge problem. No, that won't work. That won't work at all. No. It's okay to enchant one creature in every city, but you can't, no, 1 or 2, but you can't do enchanted stacks. She'd wipe them. I don't know. I'm probably just gonna take all the junk I kicked out of my garrisons. I could deliberately Chaos Channel all of them. And then use them as an overwhelming force to overwhelm a whole bunch of territory. I just need to get something up here for conquering these 5 cities. This is the jewel I'm after. And then send the rest of it south. There's so many things to consider. Hyman Aura Halcon Magicians. That would be over here. I want that. I don't have money. But I want that. A lot. That would be great. If only my empire could produce more cash. The maintenance cost, it's just too high. I've got too many units. And I'm making more of them! So, until next time and every time, this is Hadriex, signing off. Bye. I think I can win. I think I can. Let me check one last thing. 100. We're reaching a point where it sounds doable. If I stuff the world with more volcanoes, I might very well be able to get this. If I take a handful more cities, it becomes even more possible. If the Life Mage gets enlightenment, well, let's just hope she doesn't. Bye.